5, he can seek counseling or sympathy from friends. 6, or he can offer her a sound, open-handed slap in the mouth.
All right, let me respond.
You can't be proud of that, Miss
Let
Olive.
me respond. I'm proud of this entire project. It's helping my people purge. Now, let me respond. Okay?
Go ahead.
I really expected more creativity. I'm so tired of that one. But initially, when black women were upset about that remark, certainly we know that domestic violence is at an all-time high in the black community. I would never advocate that. But currently, the black man is stabbing us. He is kicking us. He is murdering us. He's dragging us through the street. I mean, he's doing everything to us. I'm trying to put some direction and restriction on that. There's not a black man in the world who can read my book up to page 180 and think that I am telling him to be violent against a black woman. That's impossible.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's not impossible.
Now, we have a lot of black men who are into denial because we have bullied our man, and we have terrorized him. The black women in the media have bullied the black man, and they have caused a media blackout on my project, and they have bullied him.
The major problem, well, look here, wait a minute.
What
we
booty,
gonna do?
sir?
Anytime someone does not agree with him, if it's a man, he becomes a wimp. If a woman, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. If a woman doesn't agree with him, then she doesn't have a man. I'm saying anytime you cannot have dialogue or dissent, then it's no way to develop.
We're trying to have
now,
unity.
let me just finish
You can't have unity and separation at the same time.
The major point that she misses in the book, other than blaming the black woman, is she let the white man off the hook. That essentially what happened.
No. We have been blaming the white man. We can't change white people. We don't spend 30 years trying to do that.
I'm not trying to change
ourselves.
But you cannot blame black women for the demise of the black race.
I'm blaming us for one half of the responsibility, and you all have the other half.
You don't say that in the book.
I don't have to say that. You all talk about what I didn't do. Y'all didn't do nothing.
Yes. Are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited. Hi.
Hello?
Let me get this call on. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I'd like to say to Miss Ali that I've read your book from cover to cover. And, hello?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Yes, I've read your book from cover to cover, and I'd like to say that you brought up a few points in the book that may apply to a few people. And you took that and you built a whole house of cards around it. And we as the black people have to come together. These house of cards will not weather the storm in our years to come. We have so much, we're facing so much. In the political arena, so many derisive things are facing us. This will not bring us together. We have to come together. Not him walking behind me or I'm walking behind him. We have to join hands and work together to get through the things that are going to be that are facing us. I'm a young black woman.
Walking together started after I wrote this book. Prior to that time, we was walking on them. See, that's all new now. Now we want to have unity, and that's what I'm trying to get us to have.
Jesse Peterson, director and founder of a grassroots organization called Bond, Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. And you, what would you like to say as you listen in on this?
First, I'd like to say that Bond is rebuilding the black community by rebuilding the black man. And what Miss Ali is stating in his book is right on the money. It's very true. But what happened, the black man has failed, and because of that, the black woman has to take the responsibility of the black man, and she can't handle the responsibility.
Right.
And what she has done, because of her weakness, she has destroyed her children because she's not able to handle the household.
But what destroyed her children? Talk badly about their father?
Talk badly about the father. Talk badly about the father.
You don't have to be black for this to happen, but go ahead.
I know, but this is what happened in the black community because
concerned with us now.
If you look back at our history for a long ways back, the black man has not been the head of his household.
That's true.
And so what Bond is doing is understanding how this woman that she speaks of in the book has destroyed the black man. What happened to his strength? What happened to his decision-making? And we find that also what happened to white liberals, the way that they have separated the black woman, they're giving the black woman welfare, they're giving the black woman better opportunities for jobs.
That's right.
And so the black woman is on a throne feeling like she's better than the black man.
That's right.
And that's why the black community is failing, because if the black woman look at this, it's going to have to say, you have to step down and let your black man, well, she don't have to do it, but the black man has to understand what's wrong with him and take that position back.
So if there's a black family without a, let me just understand this, help the gray-haired guy here. If there's a black family without a father, you're not surprised who would want to come home to a house where she's talking like that and has that attitude toward him? And the children see this behavior and we pass it along from generation to generation.
Verbal abuse has been recorded as being just as violent as physical abuse.
Yes, it has.
What you have to realize, Phil, it's out of order for a woman to be head of her family. And she just cannot deal with that. And so when the kids come home, because she knows that she can handle it, she's angry already. And she's passing this down. So in return, it's causing conflict in the black man.
And her daughters are growing up to believe that all black men are bums.
You can look at
Feeding and clothing a child is not raising it.
That's right.
It takes more than that. We need the black man in our home because they provide guidance, direction, instruction, discipline, gratification, and fulfillment, which a lot of black women are pretending they don't even need no more. They run around trying to act like men.
We'll be back in a moment.
Say I support the sister 100%, and I think that as a nation, we all, brothers and sisters, should get together and work together with one another and stop all of this misunderstanding and confusion.
To be sure. Sir.
Right now, I feel that we, as black people, are talking, women and men. No matter what device was used to get us to talk, we are now talking as black man and a black woman.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Simply that Miss Ali speaks to education, she speaks to parenting, she speaks to attitudes, but she does not in any place here give steps, concepts, ideologies. You only attack the African-American woman for what she has not done. You do not give directions. You do not give sound advice.
The purpose of the book was to describe our collective behavior of the negative patterns of behavior that
you have described your concept of collective behavior,
and I can do it any way I want
the
to, and that's why I did
African-American
it
woman's
that way.
concept of collective behavior.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Black men interpret this book differently from black women. We read it differently because we are different.
Listen, I'm very upset, and I didn't want to get emotional about this, but I'm a mother, and I'm upset with this young man and yourself. You know, some of the statements you make in there, you're saying all the derogatory things we do. I have raised 2 boys by myself. My husband is dead. I work, I go to school, I raise my 2 sons. One of them is in college right now. The other one is in high school. They're nice, young, balanced men, and they don't have any. I have never said a bad thing about a black man. And one of the things is that you say in your book, you don't say anything that we nurture. I work in the community. I work in the church.
Of a book.
So what you should be, if you're going to bring out grievances, you should bring out 2 sides to a topic.
The book is to explain. And wait a minute. What we have the problem we have is that when we as black women raise our children along, especially our boy children, they take on the emotional mechanism of the black female. And we can't help but get emotional because we are emotional. Our emotions are out of control, sister. See, this here runs the temperature up. But it's all right. This is going to be okay. Just try to handle it. Read the book slow. Don't read it fast.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yes,
New York Times, y'all get it, page 36. Time magazine, I'm sorry. Shows on page 36, it says the decline of New York. A picture is worth 1,000 words. You see a man here attacking a black woman, a black man attacking a black woman with 2 white cops trying to save her life. And right next to it, you look at it, you see 2 white people sunbathing supposedly on a depraved and see the dilapidated dock. Now, if you watch this particular scenario about attacks, sister, we are, as black men, constantly being attacked by the kind of rhetoric that you see in the media. And the media now has been part and parcel responsible for giving us or engendering us with this type of scenario to what you're having right here now.
I think she agrees.
And right now, but you see, every time we look at the African woman, we see her as the victim and the black man as the one inflicting. So now we're talking about the victim is constantly being the one, not the fact that the person we're talking about who's trying to supposedly save her life is part and parcel of the conspiracy.
Okay. We have a situation where our men have always been.
I'm a social worker from New Jersey, and I read the book, and I believe in the book personally and professionally. And I just want to say that I'm a black woman with a black man, and I am in agreement, and I am appalled that we are here today trying to discuss black men and black women relationship, and all you black women that are sitting here in opposition are not thinking about coming together.
Well, it's hard to do that. Just stay with me for a second. Show him number 40. Show him number 40, Brian. Now, Ms. Ali thanks you for the support of your book. We need monitors here. Disrespectful language the black woman uses to address the black man. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. You're such a mama's boy. You ain't nothing, and you ain't never gonna be nothing. You don't tell me what to do. Men are dogs.
We have heard these comments in our home. I have heard my mother say to me, don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Well, my right hand knows what I'm doing, and I'm not going to deal in that deception, and that's where we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, 100%. We got a problem here. For the women that this not apply to, it doesn't apply to. We got too many sisters here that this does apply to. Too many brothers here who read it. Our people have been de-Africanized. When you become de-Africanized, we didn't have this problem before we was dragged here. There's a reason why we're having it now. You understand?
Get you in a second. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the sisters in here who are in disagreement saying that the women, the backbone and everything, you have to look at the condition of the youth in America. Black men more in prison than in college and everything. You know what I mean? That's the women raise the children. So any disrespectful and bad attributes that they have, who did they get them from?
Who did they get them from?
They got them from the negative female on them.
Yeah.